10 ideas about how to integrate the usual online marketing with the mobile marketing, otherwise omnichannel in practice. The new generation of mobile marketing. Experts discussing mobile revolution keep on recommending the same solutions: responsive website and messages, shorter content, mobile apps. But today it's not enough. There is a smartphone revolution. The smartphone is much more than a new version of the portable phone invented in 1973. An average smartphone has the same power as NASA computers in 1969 when they helped send a man to the moon. No wonder that such mighty devices revolutionized our communication. We don't only use them to perform tasks that require a PC or a laptop before. Smartphones changed the way we think about these tasks. We shop, talk, spend, save, learn, and have fun in a different way now due to the invasion of mobile devices. So, smartphones are really everywhere. Half of the population of the world owns a smartphone, and 80% of people will have one by the end of 2020. The number of smartphone owners grows because these devices get cheaper and cheaper. You can get one for even $40, even less. On average, we spend on our smartphones 162 minutes every day. And by the way, in 2017, 87% of online sales will occur on mobile devices. We can already speak about an appification of the world. On our smartphones, we prefer mobile applications and not browsers. The trend increases. Today, we spend 65% time more in apps than 2 years ago. It doesn't entail proportional growth in the numbers of apps we use. It grew only by 3.5%. The conclusion: we use fewer apps but spend more time in them. About mobile commerce, it is estimated that USA e-commerce will increase in value from $54.6 million in 2014 up to $96.3 million in 2016. In the market forecast, e-commerce tends to rise by 9 to 11% a year, whereas e-commerce growth rate should be 26 to 32% each year. On a global scale, it is evaluated that the value of the 22 mobile commerce markets will increase from $102 billion to $291 billion in 2016. The growth is mainly generated by the consumers in the 18 to 34 age group, which are 59% of mobile shoppers. New generation of mobile marketing. What does it mean? It means you must shift perspective. You can't treat mobile as an extra channel or as something optional. Integrate it with traditional online marketing to offer complex and intuitive omnichannel presence. Through omnichannel. An ideal omnichannel experience involves several areas: websites with personalized content like banners, contact forms and offers, email marketing, regular newsletters, messages sent to selected segments of the contact base, and dynamic one-to-one emails, and social media with precisely targeted messages. The mobile usage of social media will increase. Today, 76% of Twitter views occur on smartphones and tablets. So other elements in the omnichannel experience are ads in RTB networks, personalized and matching the rest of your communication with a given user. Physical stores, thanks to beacons and mobile apps, you can deliver customers' profiles right to sale assistants. It also can be used in call centers. Mobile, SMS responsive web design campaigns dedicated for mobile SEO and ACO, mobile app and communication surrounding an app such as push notifications, in-app messages and emails. It is estimated that 86% of marketers declare that developing a Cohesive buyer's journey across many devices and touchpoints is the primary task in this year. Cohesiveness. Don't get it wrong, by the way. The point is not just to address your audience in all these channels, but delivering cohesive and interrelated messages in all these areas. If the user downloaded your material, don't show her an ad on the scene piece in social media. Each element of your communication must fall into place to lead customers smoothly through all the stages of a relationship, from the first visit to retention. How to manage that? Getting full customer profile is vital. Monitor contacts on your website and collect data about their behavior. But you need more advanced marketing technology to address the problem. We have a challenge in mobile. From all the channels mentioned above, mobile remains the most challenging. Traditional marketing automation platforms can track user behavior on the website, in social media, or record responses to emails or RTB ads. But they are helpless when it comes to mobile app. How to achieve that? Omnichannel, multi-channel, cross-channel, the most often used and overused terms of the last 3 years. We jungle with more and more concepts, but do we get real, applicable tools? That's what marketers need. So we have App Manago plus Sales Manago, and we have little interest in speculation. What we do is developing tools and solutions that help marketers deliver omnichannel, or use any other term you prefer, experience. That's why this material will show you practical implementations of two complementary platforms like Sales Manago and App Manago. Together they integrate traditional online marketing with mobile channel. The world's deepest mobile desktop integration. No other marketing technology in the world can offer such a deep integration. All systems available on the market offer an optional integration with external platforms. It causes many problems. Investing more time and human workforce in mastering more platforms, constant supervision of data exchange as the process is prone to errors, overcoming and patching incongruencies between the systems. When you use App Manago and Sales Manago, you forget all the inconvenience. These two are cut out for working together, produced by one company and based on the same philosophy. Full customer profile. The synergy between App Manago and Sales Manago doesn't limit to more intuitive and efficient use in streamlining marketers' work. The key advantage is the deep integration. You can combine data from marketing automation platform and from the mobile app to get rich and reliable customer profiles, enabling you to address personalized messages in your all channels, both traditional online like email, social media, website, RTB networks, offline, POS, and mobile. So marketing automation plus mobile app. Why it's not enough anymore? The brutal truth, apps are the future, but users are going mobile, and on their mobile devices they prefer apps over browsers. The conclusion seems clear. We should start building mobile apps, but there are more stats you should know. According to Statista, there are 1,500,000 apps in Google Play and 1,400,000 in iTunes, but making user find you in that crowd is just the beginning. After she downloads your app, you must fight for retention. 90% of apps are removed within 6 months from installation, and 22% of them are removed without being used even once. The problem is engagement. As Nielsen research states, we spend more time using apps, but don't increase the number of apps we use. Younger smartphone owners tend to have fewer apps installed than older ones, so it's clear. We want a couple of practical apps, not hundreds of them. 87% of consumers use smartphones for shopping. It's not a channel you can ignore. And an average smartphone owner uses 26 apps. Which is the solution here? You might think, what's all that about? Just create a great app and people will use it, but it won't work. You must remind users of the app and encourage them to use it more. It must become a part of users' everyday life. Otherwise, there are many others waiting in app stores to replace your tool. The competition is too fierce to adopt create and they will come approach. To increase engagement, introduce push notifications. Don't worry, we don't mean intrusive bulk one-size-fits-all notifications. Segment your base according to their interests, time of app installation, and their actual engagement. Apply dynamic one-to-one messages issued in reaction to users' action or lack of thereof. Example, if she hasn't used an app for 3 weeks. Shortly speaking, apply mobile marketing automation to create useful and personalized push notifications. Enrich your map with mobile. Your marketing automation platform can deliver reliable data if it doesn't include what happens in your mobile app. If you have the app and ignore it in your automation processes, you miss a lot of knowledge about your audience. 63% of the users say that they want to do more shopping with mobile devices. Today we consume more content via mobile apps than via traditional media. 40% of customers does research in 3 channels before they buy, and 60% of smartphones owners do it during the visit in a physical store and 50% before the visit. So we'll look at some examples of Sales Manago and App Manago in action. This amazing duo in action. So 1. Dynamic segments. Dynamic segments are groups of users created automatically by App Manago basing on users' behavior in the app. All you have to do is to define conditions that must be met to assign a user to a segment. For example, we want to group users who have Facebook Messenger app installed and use our app regularly, let's say at least 30 minutes per day. All users who meet these conditions get a tag and we can issue a dedicated campaign precisely to that group, both from App Manago and Sales Manago. 2. Insight into how the app is used. The system also shows stats of the date of installation, last launching, and time spent in the app. Besides, we can see a chart illustrating which app modules particular customers uses more often and which aren't explored. It tells us a lot about her needs and interests. Use the data to segment contact base according to their engagement and prepare a campaign for heavy users or users who downloaded your app first. Lead generation. The mobile app is an excellent lead generation tool. To optimize your workflow, App Manago will automatically transfer new leads from the app to Sales Manago map. That way you will start to track them immediately after they visit your website for the first time. The email address and contact card will be automatically associated with their in-app behavior and the full App Manago profile. You don't only get new leads, but also provide a personalized experience for app users who visit your website for the first time. 4. Segmenting according to other apps installed. App Manago informs you what other apps your contact uses to deepen your knowledge about her interests. Such data will help you tailor the vocabulary you use to given segments in all channels. For example, use sports references in communication to sports fans. That way, you can resonate better with audience's emotions. Personalized offers and content to people who have cooking apps installed and send offers of cooking books, not horrors. Learn what cross-promotion options to provide if many of your users have movie apps installed. They will be happy if you team up with a local cinema. 5. Send messages based on user location. 94% of smartphone owners use mobile devices to look for information related to their current location. Thanks to the synergy between Sales Manago and App Manago, you can send emails, push notifications, and SMS related to user's location. What does it mean in practice? When she passes by a physical store, use push notification to send a discount for a product the user viewed in online store. Thanks to full cooperation between the two platforms, you can deliver desired offer or content when a customer needs it. Why you need real-time marketing? 88% of marketers declare that real-time marketing is a vital element of their strategy. They list its advantages. 81% of respondents are building engagement. 73% of respondents increasing shopping experience quality, 59% of respondents increasing conversion, 52% of respondents improving brand perception, and 52% of respondents increasing retention. 6. Know customers' lifestyle from location data. Data on customers' location are not only a great material for real-time marketing, allowing you to send an offer in the most appropriate moment, they also help you learn customers' lifestyle. Below, we show you what you can deduce from user location and its changes. Type A, king of the road. When someone travels long distances and has many apps for drivers installed, such as navigation, you know what she needs. You can assure what her work involves a lot of trips. Probably hotel and restaurant suggestion will be useful. Also, remind about car servicing. Type B, 9 to 5. If you can see regular short trips, you know she's a commuter and likely has a traditional 9 to 5 job. It details fixed rituals and habits such as shopping after work. After recognizing the pattern, you will be able to find a place for your product in that routine. Type C, adventurer. Users who move long distances and explore new places are specific. That type shares a distinct ethos of independence and resourcefulness. Refer to that values in the communication. When you combine such data with information about contacts behavior on the website, you get a rich customer profile. 7. Create dynamic banners on the website basing on data from the app. What are dynamic banners? What apps has your user installed on her device? They are banners without a static set content. It's selected for each user individually basing on her profile. That way, every visitor sees a different personalized offer that matches her behavior, previous transactions, and demographics. In other words, we don't define which product will appear on the banner, but we set a rule choosing them for each customer. For example, banner displays last viewed products from the same category as recent viewed or purchased products bought by customers with similar buying history. But what if you don't have data from the website? Sometimes you can learn more about users' interest from his behavior in the app than from her website behavior. That's why it's useful to involve data from the app. You can assess customers' interest fast. Just see what others' apps installed on her smartphone or which modules of the app she uses most. Recommend products basing on others' app installed. What apps has your user installed on her device? Endomondo, for example, indicates that she is active and will be interested in your sport-related product. When she enters your website, you can show these elements of your offer that are addressed to sports fans, like sports equipment and wear, healthy food, etc. If you find a parenting app like Dinner Time, you know that she's a parent. Don't show random offers to your visitors. Even if our Endomondo user came to you to buy something unrelated to her hobby, seeing a banner referring to something she likes will make her feel more like home. 8. Use gamification tactics. Game creators, app designers, and marketers all use gamification mechanisms to increase engagement and revenue. How to do it? Offering premium package upgrades or additional features. If you earn from extensions and extra packets, it's vital that you tailor an offer to what given user could spend. To assess her spending willingness, refer to her engagement. Someone who uses your app heavily is more likely to spend more on additions, while the less frequent user might prefer something less expensive because she doesn't know your app well enough to risk wasting her money. This tactic helps you optimize efforts. You offer more expensive products to users willing to spend more and suggest viable options to less engaged. As mentioned above, sending messages that remind users of your app becomes essential to keep them with you. Without constant stimuli, they forget about an app and install it in a couple of months after. Make sure they have a chance to use it, love it, and develop a habit of using it on a regular basis. Inform users about the progress they make. might involve giving points and small rewards and applying ranks. Remind them of their targets and steps to achieve them. Such mechanism is widely adopted in educational apps and ones promising you a lifestyle change. 9. Send personalized push notifications. According to Urban Airship, skillfully implemented push notifications can boost user engagement by 540%. But it's a two-edged sword. Despite its potential, it can backfire, causing audience to turn push notifications off or even uninstall the app. Push notifications must always perfectly fit in the context and resonate with users' interest. You will discover them thanks to combining insight from traditional marketing automation platforms, such as users' behavior on the websites, purchases, reactions to particular campaigns, and data from mobile marketing automation system and app analysis. What modules she uses most often, what are the apps has she installed, etc. Respond to users' commitment. User approach can lead you neither to big traffic or big revenue. Some customers have known your brand for long and have bought from you several times. They need a different communication than users who have just installed your app and can't tell precisely what do you sell. Now, thanks to Sales Manago App Manago Synergy, you can get a full picture of users' engagement in all channels to which you can fit your messages. Address the situation and place under finds herself into. If you want to send a coupon for a coffee, the best time to do so is when user passes your coffee by, or in time when you know she is in the city, not relaxing at home. Use geolocation tools and analysis of user's activity, at which time of the day and week she most often interact with your brand. And finally, 10. Address multi-screening. How many devices your customers use to interact with your brand? How often they get a push notification on their mobile devices and then rush to your e-store on their laptops? Today's consumers use many devices simultaneously, watching TV, playing on iPad, and checking email on the phone at the same time. That's why it's so difficult not to lose her during the journey across many devices and platforms with so many distractions. What is multi-screening? It can mean two problems. A. Using more than one device simultaneously. This is also called multitasking. Or using more than one device to complete one process. You started on one device and finish on the other. So sales process on multiple devices. Sales Manago plus App Manago Duo helps you address changing shopping habits and a new model of the buying process, which involves a couple of devices. Gathering all customer data in one place allows you to offer a cohesive experience and avoid losing your customer when she is switching her device. Personalization needed. 60% of consumers declare that they would like ads to be more tailored to their needs. At the same time, 49% of marketers say that they have data to provide more relevant offers, but they can't do it on a regular basis due to problems with integration of data from various sources. That's why you need a duo to perfectly combine tools that work smooth to deliver the most useful offers. Thank you very much.